Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rear End Review 2023. That is. And Kyle, you didn't hear it, but earlier, Joe said hello to you. So, Kyle, hello. And welcome to DWN Productions THC podcast, sponsored by Fast Custom Shirts here at BOYGOB.com and the YouTube page and the Facebook page. Joseph, you
And
have
wherever
your.
else you folks share it, and we want to thank you for sharing this. Our numbers have increased this year by at least 3 viewers, maybe. So we all that owe that all to you guys. Tom, I hope you had a delightful Christmas.
I did. I was thinking about that on old Christmas night, actually. It was a good one, so thank fuck for that. But, time flies when you're having fun. It was like you blink and it was over.
Yes, it's over.
So, fuck, so long, though.
We were a day away, a day and a half away from a new year, Tom. And this is Tom's favorite episode of the year because he loves fucking lists. He just fucking can't get enough of lists, and he even added a new one for this year, which we'll get to later. But yeah, this is like a list extravaganza today.
I'll say this. Not as good as I thought it was gonna be.
uh, well,
So how was your shit? You had to do some travelings?
did some traveling, and I'm a fucking old man. That shit.
Well, yeah, you are.
That wipes me out, man. I'm just like tired at the end of like a fucking 8 hour drive or whatever. We left, and of course it starts raining as soon as we leave. And it took us like an hour and a half just to get out of Dallas, and that sucked. But it was a good Christmas. It was good to see family and all that, and just sit around and not really do much except watch a few movies and such, Tom, which is what I did. I know you covered all your holiday movies already on your little individual posts you've been making. Tom loves this podcast. He does everything to keep it alive, fresh for you guys. And I understand, there is a void in his life, and I'm glad that this fills it for him. Yeah, he's one podcast loving guy, and we salute.
Stay tuned for Joe's Hot Sauce Review Show. It's in the can, as they say.
Drunken hot sauce review show. But Tom, one of the movies I watched shortly after we recorded last, this was a special holiday movie that premiered on Disney Plus, Tom, and it's called The Shepherd. I know you've heard of this one, and you were eagerly anticipating it because, holiday stuff. You love those movies. Well, this one's about a young English chap, and he's a pilot for the RAF. You know it better as the Royal Air Force. And he's off. I guess the war has ended or whatever, and he's just away, and he wants to go back home for the holidays to see his family,
Go back home.
mother and sister, and he's got a sweetheart back home, and but he's not on the schedule to do a flight or anything. But the guy that was on the schedule, he I don't know, sprains his wrist or some shit, can't fly. So it's like, hey, you can go, dude. And we got, it's a straight shot, easy flight. You'll be home by Christmas. And so away he goes, Tom. He flies off. And all of a sudden, a big a pea super rolls in, Tom. Yeah, that's British for a big fog. Big fog rolls in. And his, like, devices.
Can I stop you there quick?
Stop
Everybody, you gotta put on your low torch beams when you're driving in a fog. That is always good to remember. Don't.
Hey, Tom faded again. His great internet connection, which I guess he didn't get a good new internet connection for Christmas this year because he is frozen right now. And well, anyway, I guess during this super his aeronautic shit. I don't know. Oh, and Thomas entirely his aeronautic stuff. You know, his plane. I don't know, tools, little odometers or whatever. They conk out on the dude. You know, so he can't see. He can't rely on his I don't know what they call those things. The navigation equipment. He can't rely on. Hey, Tom's back. Is he? I don't know, but he's back with us. Yeah, who knows?
We had a good 2 weeks where it was just like, all right, we got to do it this way, but it's working.
So he's lost and he's losing gas. You know, he's losing gas. I don't know if he's got a leak or whatever, but he's barely got enough to maybe make it. But he didn't know where the fuck he's going. He's getting all scared and frustrated. Then he notices another plane.
Hey, wait a second. You lost me there. So I, in fact, don't know where he was going.
He was going to England, to merry old England. I don't know what he was on, but he's flying back to England. And so he sees this other plane there. And who's in that other plane but good old John Travolta? Yep, a bloody Yank. But hey, any ship in a storm, they say, or port in a, so something like that. Anyway, so he's got his communication devices don't work either, so he can't even talk to Travolta. So he's got to kind of like sign language, like, "Hey, I'm out of this shit." But Travolta can talk to him. So Travolta's like, "Oh, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna follow me. We're gonna coast you in. You got just enough gas." He does that, coasts in. You know, sees some those lights for the landing strip. He lands, and he's there at an old base, an old military base, but it's shut down now. There's just a caretaker there. And Travolta just, you know, flies off, you know, "Hey, you saved my life. Thank you." And yeah, whatever. I got to go. And as he's talking to the old man, he sees some old pictures, you know. It's like, "Hey, this is the guy that saved me." "Bloody hell it is. He's been dead for I don't know how long. He disappeared one day." He was a guy that would rescue lost pilots that were coming back from the war, you know, that were injured or whatever. He would coast them back. And he brought this young chap back, got him home for Christmas, Tom. I don't know if this was supposed to be moving or not. It was supposed to like make you feel something, but it sure fucking didn't. It was short. It was like 45 minutes long, so it's got that in its favor, but I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know what the fuck this had to do with the Christmas spirit or anything, you know? I don't know. I'd say skip it. What'd you watch, Tom?
I didn't know we were gonna talk about Christmas stuff, you know, because Christmas is well over 300 days away, you see. But I watched the what is it, A Christmas Carol with what's his nuts, George C. Scott.
George C. Scott.
It's pretty good.
My favorite of all the interpretations of A Christmas Carol, and there are several.
And you love the Muppets. That's been known.
Mm-hmm. That's a close.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
What'd you watch? What other Christmas stuff did you watch there, Joe?
I watched Dungeons and Dragons, Honor of Thieves, because I did record with Cinemageddon, maybe. I don't know what Kyle's new podcast is called, but that was on his list, his top 10 of the year. I thought, well, shit, I'll give it a shot. You know, I hadn't really heard anybody talking about it. Man, this movie sucks. It's just fucking stupid. You know, it's about a guy that's a thief, and he's with Michelle Rodriguez, who is a lesbian thief, I guess, his partner in crime. And
she's a revolutionary, Joe.
But this guy's a thief because he's doing it all for his daughter or something. Shit, this I guess could have gone into the new list we have because my memory's kind of hazy on it, Tom. Anyway, they got to go fucking defeat the guy from Paddington, that British guy you like a lot. Hugh Grant, is that him?
I thought you were going to say Morton Downey.
Hugh Grant plays probably the exact same role that he did in Paddington. You know, he's a guy that, you know, fooling everybody into thinking he's a likable bloke, but he's really full over everybody's eyes, Tom. And he's out for himself, you know, and he's about to sell out fucking humanity to this kind of demon type lady, unless these lovable rogues can stop him. You know, some Dungeons and Dragons type shit happens. There is a dragon in it. Yeah, they are in a dungeon at some point. And like Kyle said, he liked it because there was nods to shit in the game. Not really familiar with Dungeons and Dragons enough for that to have any like recognition factor for me. The kids from the TV show were in it. They made a few cameos, and it just wasn't entertaining. You know, it was just, man, this is fucking stupid, and I wish I never watched it.
Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of any Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not known to be into the medieval times shit, so. And the magic, I could never get into that.
You can do magic.
Hey, Joe, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Are you hungry?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, then, are you hungry for heaven?
Yes. Yes.
Well, okay. What? Oh, how about you just be hungry for some food there, Joe, and get ready to get stuffed? Because we can finally bring our Grindhouse playlist up to speed. Because I saw the recently released hit motion picture Thanksgiving. Have you heard of this one, Joe?
I remember seeing a trailer for it, Tom, years and years ago.
Oh shit, you thought A Dame to Kill For came out too late. Holy shit, this one was way after that shit. Oh man. You know the trailer, the mock trailer, the faux trailer, if you will. It had its moments. It was like super goofy and shit. I think it ended with like the killer guy fucking the head of the decapitated body that they cooked for Thanksgiving or whatever the fuck. It went really fucking goofy. And I would say the classic standout scene from that is the broad jumping on the trampoline about to take her top off, and then she does the splits and gets fucked with a knife.
Yeah.
That is not in the movie, Joe. A scene like that is in the movie where it's a fucking girl jumping on a trampoline, kind of showing her ass, but she just gets stabbed in the foot and then falls down on the trampoline and stabbed in the back a couple times. That was your selling point of the fucking thing. So this is a very toned down version of that trailer.
What's Rick that directed this?
Eli Roth.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't as obnoxious as his other movies, where, you know, he likes to use dated language, if you will. But, you know, we'll get to that in a later review, you see. But, yeah, I mean, that's really my big problem with this movie, is it's like a very toothless version of that trailer. That trailer is like ridiculous, over the top. Yeah, this is just your modern average slasher movie.
Did you watch this at home?
I did. I watched it. It is now streaming on Amazon.
One of Lisa's nieces wanted to go see it, so we were going to take her to see it like last week, but it was no longer in the theaters. I guess it had a very brief run in theaters then, huh?
No, it was out for a few weeks, but I mean, it's a holiday themed thing, so really you only got that little margin to play with for a fucking release.
That makes sense, Tom.
Hopefully it made dollars for him too, but not too much because it wasn't that good. Uh, a couple cool beheadings in it. Uh, some good kills, some not good kills. Like the person who gets cooked alive. Definitely could have had more. Uh, yeah, it was just a very tame version of what it could have been. And that on top of it being like 15, 18 years too fucking late, that doesn't help. Uh, yeah, I mean, if you're a slasher fan and you just like slasher movies, I'm sure it'll be fine and you'll dig it. But I didn't really care either while I was watching it because I've grown not to give a fuck about slasher movies as of late. So if you like slasher movies and that's your thing, there's enough in there for you. But I don't even think it has nudity, come to think of it. It might show that lady's butt cheeks bouncing on the trampoline. And Gina Gershon, she's in the beginning and she doesn't even pull him out. What the fuck kind of movie is this, Joe? Did they know who they had?
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
at least Rob Zombie never made that Nazi werewolves movie.
thank fuck.
Hmm.
He's continued to make movies though, so that was unfortunate. But
Either way, I guess.
hey, but you know, you can always head on over to dwnproductions.net. Check out all my masks, bust, props, custom work. If you like monsters and shit, check that out. And you got to wear shirts. And if you like monsters and if you like shirts with monsters on them, you can head on over to fastcustomshirts.com for all your t shirt needs. Got to
Funny.
try and remember to say this shit after stuff that I think we're going to clip.
It's cool that also that the audio went fine on that compared to what it was doing while you were talking about the movie. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. You'll see that when you clip the show. Tom,
Or
I
we won't.
a movie or a documentary, which I thought was going to be a documentary, but wasn't, called Fists of Fury. Now,
Oh man, I think my boy had something to do with that.
yep. Now, as soon as I saw the fucking full moon logo pop up, I'm like, let's see. This was hosted by Cynthia Rothrock. So, hey, I'll give anything that Cynthia's in a watch. And, well, it's just her introducing trailers, Tom. She's in front of a blue screen, green screen, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And she's just standing there, hey, this was a genre, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll show shitty looking trailers and like maybe 3 or 4 variations of the same movie, and it's just fucking garbage. It's fucking garbage. But I noticed in the opening credits that the cinematography was done by friend of the show, Howard Wexler. Remember him, Tom?
I do.
Okay. But there's no cinematography to be had. It's just a camera in a stationary position filming Cynthia Rothrock in front of a blue screen, green screen, whatever that is. Some guys come out and attack her, but she fends them off, but still the camera does not move at all. So I don't know. Hey, I'm glad old Howard is working. Seems like a nice fellow, but he's better than this, Tom. We saw
Was it Whitwell?
make, during all those films that he did in Hawaii. I don't know. I cannot recommend this. Much as I like old Cynthia Rothrock, this is was just garbage. This was just like, I don't know, like you can fucking vacuum the house or whatever, like work on the garbage disposal plane. It won't matter. It's just not good, Tom. Not good. It didn't even qualify for one of my lists though because it's not even a movie. You know, it's nothing. I don't know. Well, I do need one more on my worst list, so let me move it over there. That'll be a surprise later.
Tales from the Crypt. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's not a movie.
Yeah, man, they made 3 of them, 4 of them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We'll get to that in March. Oh, pardon me. Hey, Joe, I watched a movie called Still.
I've not heard of this one.
All right. It's actually called Still, a Michael J. Fox movie. Have you heard of this one?
I think so. Yeah. I think people were talking about it when it came out. You know, it was heartfelt, they said.
It was. And you know, it's nice that he's able to like laugh at, you know, everything that's going on and the thing he's going through, but I still found it fucked up that they named the movie after something that he can't hold. But that's all right, Joe. This movie, it's narrated and pretty much, goddamn mosquito, pretty much starring Michael J. Fox as he is now. It's like him talking about his life and showing clips from his movies and shit. It just kind of ends. Huh?
Did they show Midnight Madness?
Oh, you talked about that, I think.
Great movie.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not the biggest Michael J. Fox fan. I don't give a fuck about the Back to the Future movies or Frighteners is dope. I love me some Frighteners.
Well, didn't you have a Teen Wolf jacket at one point?
No, I had the underpants.
Ah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I stole them from, well, let's just say I obtained them, Joe, and we'll leave it at that.
You know, he was never a guy with a lot of acting range. You know, he's pretty much the same in every movie that he's in. But fuck it, you know, I don't know what to say. You know, he's got right?
Parkinson's, yeah. It's a brain disease that makes you like shake and not your motor functions are just all fucked up, and he has a hard time walking and talking and just living life. But I mean, he was still able to dump some cum into his wife because he has like fucking 4 or 5 kids after the shit was like after. Yeah.
Well, I mean, sure, why wouldn't his wife want it? He's like a living vibrator, you know?
I don't think he's like a living vibrator, Joe. I think he is.
Yeah.
And it's the same lady he was with, like his same wife, ever since he first got married and shit. So, I mean, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like what you would expect. You know what I'm saying? It was, a well-made documentary about this dude, and you feel for him, and
A retrospect.
all right.
He's still.
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck do you say? It's like exactly what you'd think it would be. They'd be like, oh, yeah, anything could happen at any time. Fuck life. I understand. But, you just smile about it so you don't fucking kill yourself. He's had like all these injuries just from trying to walk. Like he broke his fucking face. He broke his fucking face trying to walk, Joe.
Wow. I don't expect that's very pleasant, like breaking your cheekbone or some shit like that.
Fuck no, they had to put pins in it. Now he's
Yeah.
walking around. I have such sights to show you, but he's saying it like this, so you can't understand him.
Yeah, really should be wearing a helmet if he's gonna walk around and shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about that shit when he said that shit. Because I was just like, I mean, I know he doesn't want to because of the stereotypes and all that shit, but maybe put a boxing fucking gambit mask cowl thing on him.
Right, or an old fucking one of those old leather football helmets or something, Something. Protect, fucking beats fucking breaking your face.
Yeah, I to each their own, dude. We're not living with the shit. Maybe he does, and they just didn't show that in the movie. But yeah, life fucking sucks, dude. Live for those very fleeting moments.
And for
Oh shit.
we record the show.
DWM Productions. Somehow that fucking review came off in Ultra HD 8K quality. Oh shit, I forgot to tell you how this ends. He died.
Did he?
No, you would have heard about that shit.
I don't know. I seem to have forgotten quite a bit this year, Tom. But we'll get to
Well,
that.
Joe, maybe you should be checked for Parkinson's disease, or at least get a brain scan. You're already having to get a finger up your asshole this coming up year, which will be documented here on DWN Productions THC podcast, sponsored by Joe's Doctor's Finger.
I'll probably will give a review on
Yelp that shit. Motherfucker had thick hands and hairy knuckles.
Turns out I wasn't even in the doctor's office.
Oh, I gotta quit drinking.
As I was down in Corpus, Tom, my mom likes to watch Christmas movies during the holidays. She gets festive, and we watched one of her favorites, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And you know what, Tom? This is also one of my favorites. One of my favorite holiday movies. It's about a guy that just wants to have the perfect Christmas. He's going to want his parents to come over, his wife's parents to come over, and but shit just don't go right, Tom. Shit just doesn't go right. That's this movie's like life. You're hoping for shit. You want everybody to smile, but you just can't fucking do it. The guy lives in Chicago, or one of the suburbs of Chicago. So this is one of your movies, Tom. And he's
Chicagoland.
Yeah, he's wearing a Bears jersey and then some kind of hockey team I've never heard of.
You've heard of the Hawks? Shut the fuck up. Oh, I've never heard of the Blackhawks. Never watched Wayne's World. It's one of your favorite fucking movies. You talk about that shit all the time.
Long time since I've seen Wayne's World, and I confuse now part 1 and 2. And yeah, but anyway, so it's just about him, shit fucking up, and he's still throughout trying to get Christmas to go right. And the odds are stacked against him, Tom, like they are for all of us. I dig it. Still a lot of shit in here that cracks me up. Beverly D'Angelo is fucking beautiful. And she looks great at the end, where she's just wearing this kind of sexy Christmas dress. And Randy Quaid, I guess before he, had a mental breakdown or something, he's really good in it. He's funny, but he was also funny in the first Vacation movie, so he's a holdover from that. But yeah, out of all the Vacation movies, this one, it stands the test of time. So I really dig it.
Got the dog in back of me barking now. Neighbor's dog. Yeah, this shit's always quiet. Don't make me hit you. Yeah, this shit's always been around. You know, people love this movie. I've seen it. I think it was just, you know, a little before my time. That just always seemed like, that's for older people. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, it's
So,
definitely not. It's like 80 something, 85, 86 maybe. So, and it doesn't seem like it when I stop and think about it, you know, but yeah, it's old. It's been out for a while. But like I said, it holds a test of time. It's still good. Hello, everybody. Hello.
ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Had some company drop by. Well,
Now, when I got to go through like this thing on YouTube to where you got to do like checks and balances, and there's a question that says, "Do children appear in this video?" Ah, shit. Yep.
yeah.
Let's see what happens. I tell you this, we can't get less views from it.
Is Tyler allowed on here? I don't know. I'm busy doing it. I'm not.
Is she allowed on here?
Yeah.
Go on.
She hasn't yet, but yeah, she is.
She's scared. Dogs don't like.
How much? You got a shit ton more, right? Like a lot more.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Joe, the last thing I watched was Please Don't Destroy, not what you're going to get fingered in a few months, but like that, you know, I don't know what it's called, punctuation. Please don't destroy, the Treasure of Foggy Mountain.
I
Have you
haven't.
heard of it? Why
Uh,
would you? Because it's a shitty name. So, Please Don't Destroy, turns out that's like the name of a comedy troupe. So it's like these people presents this movie, The Treasure of Foggy Mountain. Pardon me. So it's about 320 somethings. You know, they're at the point where they gotta get their life together. But they're gonna go on one last adventure, get this treasure map and compass they have, and go find this treasure that's worth $100 million. It's pretty funny. Uh it came off like it was a comedy troupe making a fucking movie. Like while I was watching, I was just like, I've never heard of these motherfuckers before, but I'm pretty goddamn sure these fucking idiots get up on stage and do improv and shit. So I looked it up when it was over. Yep, they do. So it's in the vein of like Whitest Kids You Know, Kids in the Hall, shit like that. You know, growing up on Cheech and Chong, you can kind of pick this shit out because, you know, that's what Cheech and Chong is. And then everybody else after them just kind of made their sketch troupe movies or whatever based on the Cheech and Chong format. But it was funny. I laughed out. I LOL'd IRL a few times, Joe. Can you believe it? Not everything hit. A lot of it is you know, modern humor for the kids and such. So, you know, some of that shit ain't for me, but it was all right. It was worth a watch for sure if you like to laugh, which you don't, so don't watch it. But I'll never watch it again, but I did have a few good laughs.
yeah, I saw, I guess, the poster for this, or like when I'm scrolling around looking for movies to watch, it's popped up a few times, and it's just, yeah, like three younger dudes, and just like a really shitty poster.
Yeah, it's just like, what is this? Some PG kids movie?
Yeah, to where, like, nah, I got no real interest in that, but I knew what you were talking about as you were describing it. Oh, yeah, that's the movie I skipped, you know, more than a few times.
Yeah, I passed it up until my sister said, "Hey, you got to watch this movie. I think it's right up your alley." It was pretty funny. It just it just sucks because it came off like it was a sketch troupe, and when you're making a movie, that probably shouldn't happen because it's a movie.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. And not everything hit, but there was some legit funny fucking shit in it. Can I remember what parts I laughed out loud at? Fuck no. But
Yeah, like the fucking I guess Mr. Show, like their movie wasn't very good. You know,
man, fuck you. Run Ronnie Run's fucking awesome.
Run is good, but it's that's a movie with those two guys. It's not the Mr. Show movie. You
It
know, it's
is.
like what the fuck was the other one that I never wanted to watch? The Kids in the Hall, which I
Oh,
thought,
brain candy.
yeah, but I never wanted to watch the movie. You know, I still haven't. Maybe it's good. I don't know. But yeah, I think
It's all right, and then it falls apart.
like sketch shit doesn't really translate well to movies. You know, it's like it'll have its moments, and then yeah, as a whole, it's like, man, I could have done without that, or that could have just been a sketch. You know,
Yeah, I think Miss March was all right.
I don't even know what that is.
That's Whitest Kids You Know, two of the dudes from that made that. And then one of those fucking white kids, you know what they did? That Barn Elf some bitch. He made that Barbarian movie.
Ugh,
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it.
I
But
might have
yeah, if you,
sub
excuse
list.
me? All right, then don't repeat what you said. That's okay. Joe, I would recommend this for people who want to laugh, but I'll never watch the shit again. But you know, I'm not the easy, contrary to me trying to sell everything here and just having a good time. I'm not the easiest one to pop when I'm watching a movie or something. So if you can get a few legit laughs out of me, then good. Because what I try and do is no sell shit, especially to people I don't like. So if I'm ever around you and I'm just not selling shit, like some fucking Michael J. Fox in a helmet just got hit by a dump truck, usually I laugh and laugh and laugh. But if I'm just, you know,
I do
fuck yeah.
in this Tom before.
Mm.
Well, Tom, continuing the Christmas viewing that I did when I was down home for a while. Hey, let me watch something with my grandson. So I turned on. He was a big fan of Shaun the Sheep. And I was like, hey, they got a Christmas special. And I asked him, you ever seen this? He's, no, I've never seen this one. He fucking lied to me. I found out later. He had several times. So,
Ain't that what you guys do though? Lie, cheat, and steal?
all right, we lied. Yeah, he's just carrying on tradition, a cultural tradition, not just family. This is called The Flight Before Christmas, Tom. And like all the Shaun the Sheep stuff, there's no dialogue in this. There's just like noises and because they're animals, they can't fucking talk or anything. And they sneak into the house, the farmhouse, as they often do, and they're like looking at presents. And one of the baby sheeps, I forgot what his name is, he gets into one of the presents, and that just happens to be one of the presents that's well, no. After that, he sticks his little legs out of the bottom of the present. He's walking around and sneaks into the farmer's truck. And the farmer's going to a Christmas market because he made some soda waters, Tom, and he's going to sell soda waters out at the farmer's market. And then hilarity ensues. The other sheep go over there and they're trying to get the baby sheep back, but somebody takes that present because the presents were given out to children. And hey, Tom froze again or something. But and then hilarity ensues as the sheep have to break into the house of these yuppies and steal the baby back. not really stealing it if it's their baby, but shit's good. All of the Aardman stuff, like Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run, that shit's all good. In fact, there was a new Chicken Run movie this year that I didn't even hear about until recently, because I should have watched that, because I'm sure I would have loved it. I like the claymation style that they do this shit in. It's it's not clay, but whatever. Shit, it's crafted extremely well, Tom. And
You like Aardman, do you?
this should bring a smile to your Tom. You would hate it, because that's like people that are out there like doing their own thing and accomplishing it. So yeah, not for you, Tom, but everybody else, go and watch.
I'll let you know, Joe. I seen Early Man in theaters. Did you see Early Man in theaters?
Not Tom.
So why don't you go suck marmalade, fuckface? How about that?
We'll get to that, you fuck.
Thanks, Movie Pass.
Tom, are you a member of any other, like the Cinemark has, like movie club or whatever? Are you a member of anything right now?
I got a NAMBLA card.
I don't know what that shit is.
That's probably a good thing. I don't, but I thought that would be funny. That's the North American Man Boy Love Association.
Okay.
I got a gift card for what's it called? Showbiz Cinemas.
I don't know what Showbiz Cinemas.
So I got that, but no, I'm not loyal to anybody, is I guess what I'm trying to say, Joe. I'm not a card carrying member of shit.
Well, like
No, I'll take that back. The member
Lori,
the member of the what?
NRA.
No, I don't want to be. Just in case, I don't want any records. Anyways, there, Joe. I got an HEB Partners Benefits card. Since Lori works there, I can get 10% off HEB products only.
That's pretty good. Covers the tax. A little more, a couple of cents more. No, because I was in the theater. And I thought, well, shit, I've gone to the movies a whole lot more this year than I have in the past. Maybe it would benefit me to get one of these things. And then I looked, it's like $10 a month. It's like, and I started thinking, well, shit, most of the stuff I went to go see was the sneak preview shit for free. And I just went, like, there was some shit that came out at the end of the year that I wanted to go see.
And I'm sure it all made your list because it was worth it.
Yeah, and that was another thing. It's like, fuck, I'm really only coming out here because of the podcast. And it's like, I'm not going to get this. And I'm pretty sure Tom's going to kick me off of the podcast this year and replace me with somebody more entertaining. So, yeah. No, but I was just wondering if you did, because you were an early Movie Pass guy. And I didn't know if there was some other thing that you found that was worth anybody's money.
No, I mean, you've seen way more movies than I. At theaters, I should say. I barely fucking go anymore because I can watch it at home in 3 weeks. That's fine. But you work for yourself. You set your own hours. You're not the dude who has to, I gotta go see this Thursday night first showing, baby. So go into work late Thursday. Go check out the first showing on Tuesday. Mostly all theaters have like $5 Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I wasn't aware of until Lisa and I went to the movies a couple of weeks ago. It's like, fuck, really? $5? But they kind of fuck you with like these online fees. Like
no one's gonna go there on fucking the first showing Tuesday, Joe. They're all working.
Well, that's true.
You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, I want to go see this movie. All right, on your way home from work Friday night or something, or whenever, just stop at the theater, get your tickets for next week, You can pick out whatever seats you want. Nobody's going to be there anyways. So, I mean, there's a way to do it. Just, they say, work smarter, not harder.
Well, I wasn't as familiar with the system as you are, Tom. That's why I'm
Man,
asking.
fuck the system.
Yeah. All right.
It's punk rock, dog.
How I know, knowing's half the battle, Tom.
Fuck yeah. Unless that battle's cancer, then it takes a lot more.
Or Parkinson's disease. Tom, my mom wanted to watch another Christmas movie, and she heard about this George Lopez one that she really wanted to watch. And Tom did a review on that. If you haven't seen it, you can go to our YouTube page, check that out, and check out the comments too. Some interesting comments there for that one. But
Let me ask you this, Joe. When you read them, did you laugh?
No, I just kind of shook my head and was like, man, did it surprise me? Not at all. And that's a sad state of where we are right now as people, as humans. It's just like, whatever. We could not find this movie because it's only on Stars or something. She doesn't have Stars.
It's on Amazon. You just paid a couple bucks.
Was it on Amazon? Well, shit.
Yeah, man. All this shit you can get. If I watch one of these new movies, like I don't have whatever streaming, whatever it is, it's just a couple bucks on Amazon. I'm not subscribing to shit. Here's the couple bucks, Amazon. Let me watch the movies.
Well, instead,
and now, holy shit, dude. I just got this new fucking TV in back of me. It's a Roku thing, which I don't care for. If we could just have like a normal plug and play TV, that would be terrific. But this shit actually gets the internet out here now, so I'm not going to get shit, nada work done. I'll be watching a lot more movies, though, so get ready to fucking have to pay to see this shit. Gotta make money somehow.
So instead of how the gringo stole Christmas or fucked Christmas, or
how about how the gringo or how the Mexicans destroying our fucking land? How about that, YouTube guy? Hey, dude, I'm just trying to help my buddy sell shirts, dog. I don't know what to fucking tell you. You want a mask?
Probably.
How about where the fuck is my car? A Mexican took it, dog. Come on, that sucks, and it probably wasn't. You know who stole it, but don't project your. Come on, fucking people, crazy.
So
I laugh though.
We watched A Merry Friggin' Christmas. Oh shit! With a title like that, this is gonna be good.
Are they WAPs?
Robin Williams in his the twilight of his career, I guess. This is about a guy that he grew up with his father, who was an alcoholic and very abrasive. And he just kind of like cut ties with his dad after a while. And he's raising his family the way they should be, white. He lives in the suburbs of Chicago, the rich suburbs.
Chicagoland.
He's wearing some jersey of some hockey team I've never heard of.
Oh, shit. Kyle said it. Go Hawks.
Yeah, he did say that.
African-American Hawks, that is, don't want to fucking disrupt the Indians with all that fucking, Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you?
Shit. So the thing is, his brother has a kid, and he wants this guy to come,
a baby goat,
to be the godfather. So they gonna do baptism and all that shit. And so, okay, well, I guess we're gonna go home for Christmas and spend time with the dad, Robin Williams, who says offensive types of things, and he's really not very offensive. This was written, I guess, when it's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't have him say that. We should have him say this instead, you know? So he didn't come off to me as like a bad dude or whatever. It's
All
like,
right, Joe. Since this fucking thing is definitely not getting clipped for next Christmas, let's fuck the bullshit. Let's hear your Robin Williams impersonation.
oh, fuck, where's my gun? Did he kill himself? I don't remember what he did.
I think he hung himself.
Yeah, well, where's my rope? I always keep a noose ready, you know, because I feel you, Robin Williams. I fucking feel you, man, for real.
Come on, you gotta have one. Do the genie from Aladdin.
Yeah, Aladdin, what you doing? I want to Aladdin. Let me give you this wish. And so, I don't know. He was just fucking hyper, you know.
All right, do Mork from Orc.
But Shazbot, he was he's just very subdued in this movie. You know, he's not playing his character that like they said he always ad-libbed a lot of shit. Seemed like he was keeping the script in this one, like not fucking excited about doing this. It's not a very funny movie. You know, there's some shit in there that seems real forced. But my mom was fucking cracking up, Tom. She loved it. And hey, there's my mom having a good time, so it's fine. You know, the movie ended and I didn't say what a piece of shit that was, which I was thinking, but I'm not going to say because my mom had a smile on her face, Tom. And that should be important to every son.
Probably would have had a bigger smile on her face if you fucking forked over the couple bucks to support La Raza, but you know.
You could do that, Tom. Yeah.
I should have took the time to make that image and talked about those Death Wish Blu-rays, but I'll do that when I do the Tales from the Crypt shit.
I was just gonna. You said it. That's all you want. So you're not going to talk about Death Wish, the Crackening, and
damn! Unleash the Death Wish. Oh, he didn't make any noise because he was underwater. Did look awkward though.
Yeah,
and that mother
in underwater.
H.P. Lovecraft's underwater.
Right. Well, after that, Tom, back to
hope it's another Christmas movie.
It is. This is Merry Little Batman. I mentioned this last time we talked. This had just premiered on Amazon. I thought, I'll give that a watch. We'll see. This one features Damian, who is the son of Batman, and he's in the comics, and he's like a little shit in the comics, you know, and he's a character I fucking like. I think, you know, it's a good addition to the Batman mythos, as the nerds say, Tom.
Fuck those people.
So
fuck them right in the bum, as the Brits say.
I agree, you know. This is the BOYGOB effect all over. But yeah, so this is
hey man, if you don't want to get fucked in your bum, shove it full of Batman. That's the only way to mitigate the BOYGOB effect.
This is an animated movie and had trepidations, you know, as it started because I saw Luke Wilson. Yeah, Luke Wilson, or one of the Wilson brothers, was doing the voice of Batman, and like that doesn't make no fucking sense.
That's one of my biggest fears. Trying to kill yourself and then it not working.
Oh, I've been there. I've done that. That's
you haven't.
Nothing.
You just gave yourself a double mastectomy, you fucking weirdo.
But all right, whatever. So Batman, yeah, back to Batman, Tom. Are you gonna let me fucking do a review? Or are you
gonna... I guess.
But you know,
fuck, I'm drinking.
So Batman is retired. He's, you know, once his son was born, he decided, well, fuck it, it's time to eliminate all crime from Gotham, and he does that. Why he didn't do that before, I don't fucking know. But Gotham is like a safe haven now. It's like a nice place to live or whatever. And, you know, Christmas is coming up. And all little Damien wants to do is be like his dad. He wants to be the next Batman, you know? So one of the presents he gets is a beginner utility belt. You know, Batman has the belt with all the tools and everything and whatever. And Damien's kind of excited about this, but not really because it's a beginner one. You know, he wants the real deal. Batman's called away. The Justice League says, hey, you know, everybody's busy. We need you to come take care of this shit out in Sweden. All right, fuck it. You know, I'll suit up, gets in the bat plane, goes over there. Well, he's gone. Two people break into Wayne Manor and they fucking just start ripping stuff off. Damien fucks with them, tries to stop them, but they get away and they take his belt. And he's like, oh shit, you know, Dad's going to be so upset with me, you know, so, you know, disappointed in me. I gotta suit up and go after. Turns out these two guys work, these two criminals, robbers, they work for the Joker, who is back, Tom. He's back, and he's got some other people working with him, like Poison Ivy and the Penguin. And, well, fuck. You know, old Damien's got to step up. He's got to do some shit. And he does. This movie's about being a good kid. It's about being a good parent. It's fucking funny. It's really good. I didn't think I was gonna like it at all because, like I said, it's just weird. You know, it's all the shit that I shouldn't like. You know, like the Wilson guy. Damien is totally out of character from what he is in the comic. All the villains are patterned after how they were interpreted in the movies, which I fucking hate. You know, like Bane, he's just some mindless, fucking roided out dude, and Mr. Freeze is like fucking the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze, and it's just not good shit. You know, not but somehow it all works in this. You know, and it's a Christmas movie, and I don't like a whole lot of Christmas movies, man. But this was good, and this one is now gonna go in my regular rotation of Christmas movies to watch, Tom. Like The Dog Who Saved Christmas, you know, or Christmas Vacation. Good flick. I highly, highly recommend it. Even though Christmas is over, we still got cold weather coming up, so maybe watch it at that time when it gets cold and the snow is falling from the sky. And yeah, this may be the second best Batman movie ever made, Tom.
That's good you like it, man. You got a lot of sexual frustration when it comes to shit like this and Batman in general, so it's good you can fill that hole in your heart. But you said this was a movie?
Yes, it's a like 90 something minutes.
Holy shit. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, it's not, you don't like you know.
Yeah. I just don't like dudes who think they're bats. That's their superpower. Oh, I'm a rich guy who thinks he's a bat and hangs out with this young kid.
Yeah, no, he's fun, you know. I don't even know what the fuck he is. So,
he's a hell spawn, you see.
I'm sure, yeah, and he's a cowboy or something. He's a knight. I don't know.
You see, you. Oh shit! Hey, you want him really nerded up? You know why Spawn has that shoelace in his head? Oh, it's because Batman threw a batarang at it, and that's what he used to stitch it up. Yeah, I just never gave a fuck if Batman.
Spawn continuity from that shitty Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane comic. That was terrible. That was garbage.
I agree. Yeah, I was always a Spider-Man guy. And I mean, truthfully, you know, Batman ripped everything off they had from Spider-Man. But Green Goblin, you gonna make the Joker? How dare you? Scarecrow and then this Scarecrow? Oh, I see what you're doing there, ripping everything off from Spider-Man. You and your time machines. Ooh.
I was
But yeah,
also
I could.
fan until I've been reading Spider-Man from the beginning. But we'll get to that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I could just like the animated series. I'd watch a little bit. Tried to get into Batman with the Jim Carrey and then the George Clooney movies.
Well, you're a Marvel guy through and through, also. A Marvel zombie, you could say. Um, well, Tom, another one I watched is Barbie. You,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to fucking tell you, dude.
yeah, this it's a movie about the doll, you know, and
She's a
movie,
lady.
movies based on toys, they kind of suck, you know. So wasn't expecting much from this one, especially since it was getting praise everywhere. Like people, oh, this is great, this is superb, you know, this is the movie of the year. A lot of people were saying, uh, it's pretty fucking good. This is a Barbie. She's in Barbie land, you know, where everything's perfect for her, for Barbie, you know, and but all of a sudden she's starting to feel weird, you know, and it turns out like whoever owns the Barbie, if they're like depressed or whatever, Barbie will feel that too. So she's got to go into the real world, find her girl, and find out what's going on, help her out because it's like causing a lot of waves in Barbie land. And if
She
she
didn't have a run-in with an uncle, did she?
no,
Oh,
uh,
thank fuck.
or to the real world, and Ken comes with her, she's finding out that you know the world's not perfect, people aren't perfect, and their views on Barbie aren't you know exactly what she would think they would be. Tom, turns out Barbie's responsible for a lot of bad shit for women and girls in general. You know, that's like they get I don't know, false. I don't know what words I'm looking for. I can't seem to think properly right now, but stereotypes, I guess, you know, and well, you know, same with Ken, you know, during the movie, he feels like, hey, you know, men here, they're in control of everything. That's the way shit should be in Barbie land. So he goes back to Barbie land and stages a coup, you know, where the men just fucking, hey, we got our fucking dream house now, too. You know, we got our fucking Barbie Corvette or whatever, and we're gonna drink beer, and the Barbies here are gonna serve us, and that's you know the way it should be. You know, I agreed with that part of the movie entirely, but no, Barbie has to fucking turn that around too. All kinds of shit, Tom. And like Dungeons and Dragons, there is apparently a lot of inside stuff that I didn't know about that I didn't you know giggle at because I didn't get it, but there's a lot of shit that was just great. Margot Robbie, she's fucking awesome in it. Even better than she was in the Harley Quinn and the Essential, whatever that movie was called. But she was great in that. She's better, even better than that here. But the movie suffers because of Ken. Tom, there's a focus on Ken that I don't feel sits well with the movie. Maybe I'm wrong. People love it, but has a long musical number that it's like get the you know cut this shit out. But they didn't. It's in there. But I would highly recommend Barbie. And I didn't think I would ever say this, you know, but it's really, really good. Very impressed with it. Uh, movie looks good as shit, especially in Barbie Land. You know, everything's got like a plastic look to it that's pretty badass. Tom, I know you'll never watch it, but goddamn, man, are you missing out?
No, I mean, I'm sure I've seen other movies that are relaying the same message. Uh, I'm glad you saw it and liked it or loved it, so it could, open your mind to other movies that, oh, I probably wouldn't have watched this before, but shit, I watched the Barbie movie and I wasn't expecting that to be awesome. So, maybe Barbie's your Paddington, Joe, which is fine. It's 2023, about to be 2024. No judgments here, but
Hates
y-
women. It's like go back and watch a couple of episodes from any episode at random. Tom will always like disparage women, and fairly enough,
Joe, let me cut you off there. First of all, fuck
uh,
these hoes.
man, your connection sucks.
Well, Joe, let me clear my throat and say it again. First of all, fuck these hoes. Second of all, man, if you like the Barbie movie, that's cool. It's just I don't have any nostalgia. Barbie doesn't speak to me. The only thing I can hope is that Steven was in the movie, because if he's not, we gotta write some angry fucking letters. Maybe if Ken dolls actually had dicks, they'd be able to keep their fucking women in line and they wouldn't have to go run around doing all this nonsense. And, you know, maybe they could have just fucked around and kept drinking beer. But unfortunately, they're dickless sons of bitches. So maybe they're women too. So fuck all them hoes, Joe. Fuck all them hoes. But you liked it, and that's fine. It's actually good that you liked it, because like I said, it'll expand your horizons and movies in the future. You're like, oh shit, I can't wait to see a Polly Pocket. And it'll be great. You'll love it.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, I'll give it a shot.
The shot in the pocket.
Oh fuck! Now your video looks awful.
It's all right. I'm still here.
Hey, so Tom, then I went to the theater. Was it this week? Maybe last week? I don't know. Just recently.
Joe's face looks awful.
I went to see the Claw, Tom. Now this is the biopic of the wrestling family. They call it the first family of wrestling. Now, I would dispute that and say the Harts are the first family of wrestling and the much better family of wrestling. And they've also experienced tragedy as well, Tom. So I'll be waiting for that movie at some point. But I went
Keep
to go see
waiting.
a highly anticipated movie, highly anticipated by me, the Iron Claw. Very much looking forward to watching this. I watched these guys as a kid on TV. I watched them wrestle in person at little fucking venues in like Corpus Christi and Robstown and shit. Movie's okay. It's a bit of a disappointment, It really, really wants to make you cry. It's trying very, very hard for you to fucking like get out the tissue and start, But nah, it just all seemed forced to me. You see all, first of all, the shit, what's going to happen. So I don't know, man. It's just like everybody was fine. All the acting was fine. The guy that played Fritz von Erich, really good, but to play an asshole dad, how hard is that? I don't know. The guys that came on there, cameos as the Freebirds, they were looked the part. There's a scene with Ric Flair, and that guy doesn't look anything like fucking Ric Flair, but the scene with him is fucking great, and it's probably the only time I laughed in the movie.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that Ric Flair scene, it just seems like there's one Ric Flair scene where he's doing a promo and then it's cut with like other shit. That's been floating around YouTube, and they found the one dude who can't do a Ric Flair impression.
Yeah. No, there's a scene where he goes into the locker room after he and Kevin have a match, and that shit is funny. They don't really show the guy; it's just Ric Flair's voice or the guy doing Ric Flair's voice, and it's good shit. It's the one thing in the movie that I thought was like really good shit. Yeah, these guys had fucking hard lives, but they were very self-destructive. All the shit that happened, they did that on themselves. All the fucking drug use and all that. And this movie just kind of skims it. It's like, oh yeah, well, if their dad wasn't so hard on them, or maybe if life wasn't so fucking hard, oh yeah, well, they wouldn't have been a junkie, but it doesn't really show these guys in a negative light. And I don't know, they're not fucking heroes. Good for Kevin. Had a career again now, and now he's back in wrestling. And like, well, fuck, now I guess his kids are in wrestling too, or some of the grandkids are in wrestling. Wasn't this what fucked their lives up? The other guys that fucking killed themselves or fucking overdosed. Hey, yeah, go into this fucking career. This will be good for you, like it was for everybody else in our fucking family. I don't know. This is also very, very mainstream for the beloved by many A24. But
yeah, I mean, we both fucked up and didn't ask about hot dogs to begin with.
Well, that's
I actually thought about that too. I'm just like, all right, man, before Joe even gets to it, I'm just going to hit him with, so Joe, you like hot dogs?
You know why, though? It's because, like me, you probably forgot that this is an A24 movie because it's not fucking pretentious. This is just like a straight up movie. This is try to make a drama.
It's not a pretentious movie. They just thought they were too good to include one of the brothers, but it's not a pretentious movie.
Chris Von Erich entirely. It's like, all right, well, his story is pretty much the same as these other guys, so let's not fucking tell it again. I get that. It is the same shit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I really hope it doesn't win awards because it really doesn't deserve them. And it's fine. It's an okay movie. It's not bad, but shit, it's nowhere near as good as people would tell you it is. And there's a lot of fucking Texas wrestling marks, as they call them, that are praising the shit out of this. And like a lot of stuff that people praise, that's just based on nostalgia. It's not a good movie. It's not heartfelt. It wants to be. It's desperately trying to be, but it's not. It's no Michael J. Fox telling his story.
Yeah, I never gave a fuck about a Von Erichs. Like living in Texas and liking wrestling, I know who they are, but don't give a fuck. Good for the one dude for, wrestling on a peg leg or whatever. But yeah, like you, I would say, besides the McMahons, the Harts would be the wrestling family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Guess now it's the Usos or whatever,
Fuck no, the Samoan dynasty. But yeah, I don't really, The Rock was cool back in the day. I mean, how cool can you be when you got to toe the line and, not lose your billions and billions of dollars?
Right.
I'm sure he's doing great shit, donating to fucking retarded kids and all this fucking awesome shit. But, he's not saying, hey, baby, you like pie? Doesn't happen anymore, but, man, it used to be awesome when all girls just loved pie. Man, now, fuck. Where are those pie-loving hoes at, dog? That shit was fucking raw. God damn. Dude, that's what we should turn this fucking podcast into. Just all we're going to talk about is movies with girls eating pie. Fuck.
Oh, another thing that was weird about this is that it tries to, I don't know if it's like the shit that they're doing wrestling. They're trying at some point to show, yeah, this is fake, this is staged, but they're also making it seem real at the same time. So there's no, it's, I don't know, it's strange. It's just, I found that like really strange. Like where are you going with this? Are you trying to do like a whole kayfabe type thing, which would be fine because that was the era of that, you know? But I don't know. It was weird, man. I can't recommend it. No. Tom, after that movie that you so graciously.
Oh, god damn it. All right, let me take a piss break quick. Dude, I got like 4 beers here.
Yeah. Tom is going to go take a piss break because he can't do a show without either having to go take a dump or go take. Who's we're going to who's, you know, this is his goddamn show. This is his baby. You know, what he's most proud of. But as I mentioned earlier, he loves it. You know, this is the highlight of his week to record. So he was really eager to record. You know, let's do our end of the year. And my reasoning was, well, it's not the fucking end of the year, Tom. Can we wait till the end of the year? Maybe I'll watch a couple of more movies and my list will know. But shit, he'll be like, no, we've gone 2 weeks. You know, we need to keep. Nobody gives a shit, Tom. We miss a week or not, but he loves it. Give it a like. You know, recommend it to your friends to subscribe. And hey,
you're out here talking shit, dude. Getting mad just because I'm sitting back laughing at my dog telling jokes, slamming beers, and now I'm the dickhead. Oh man, fuck Tom and him wanting to promote my shit. Man, he can go suck a dick trying to help me and shit. Fuck that fat drunk bitch laughing at all my shit trying to sell me. What a I heard, you know, there's some words out to, oh shit, there it goes, and then to see it went out. But you know the peen that some people have in their pantaloons. You can't say the anatomically correct term for peen.
Oh, fucked up right now. So I don't know what he's saying, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next review because Tom.
Dude, it was working so well for those couple weeks.
So Tom graciously sent me the code to watch Sisu, a movie he said I would love. This is a action movie from I don't know if it's from Finland or whatever, but the guy is in Finland movie, and it's the end of World War II, and he's panning for gold, which is, I guess, what they do in Finland around the time of the end of the war. And he finds some fucking gold. How about that? He finds some gold, but the Nazis are doing their scorched earth program. They say, fuck it, if we're going to lose this war, we're just going to destroy everything with it. You know, let's just fucking go town to town, blow it up, rape all the women, set it on fire. They come across old Sisu after he's got his gold, and they take that gold from him. You know, fuck him up a little and take his gold. And he says, "Me wants
they
me
tried
gold."
to.
You know, and he's gonna go after them because not because they're Nazi fucks, you know, and they've destroyed all kinds of shit, but because he's a greedy fuck and wants his gold. And that's it. So that's the bulk of the movie. I don't mind a simple plot in an action movie. You don't need much. And he goes and, you know, kills them each one by one, and, you know, in some pretty cool ways. But the guy is fucking superhuman. You know, there's a scene where they're shooting at him with a fucking machine gun, and he just blocks it off like Captain America with his panning thing for gold. You know, it's blocking bullets and shit. And luckily, the bullets are only hitting there. yeah, they fucking they hang him and they shoot him and they stab him, but that don't matter. This guy's gonna survive anything. At the end of the movie, he survives a fucking plane crash. The fucking plane nosedives into the fucking ground. No problem. Sisu, he's still got his gold, and he goes and deposits it. The end. Uh, it's all right. You know, it's an action movie. It's just I don't want action movies like for the guy to be just superhuman. You know, I don't know. It was
All you do is read comic books in your free time.
good with that in comic books because I know I'm reading a fucking comic book.
Oh, but if I'm watching a movie, how dare you be
I like
fantastical?
a whole lot better than this. The Raid is fucking tops when it comes to fucking action movies. You know, but I never felt like this guy was like in danger at any point, even when they're fucking hanging him. You know, he's gonna get out of that. You know, oh shit,
Oh,
you know,
I saw the good, the bad, and the ugly.
yeah, he can. Well, fuck it, can't breathe underwater. Well, let's just cut somebody's neck and breathe from their fucking neck.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome, wasn't it? Sure, it didn't make any sense, but it was fucking awesome.
That's fucking different. Yeah, I'll give it that, and it's memorable. You know, it's gonna stay with me whether it's
And you saying this shit, oh, this guy, he just cared about his gold. Hell yeah, that was his life's work. His life's work finally amounted to something. And now these fucking dick lickers are gonna come and take it from him. All right, let's go, motherfucker. You should appreciate that shit.
you know
Come
anybody
on.
where people are killing Nazis. That's a plus. You're gonna gonna get a favorable opinion from me, but not as good as again like a lot of people made this like the best action movie out there. It's good. You know, it had some, like I said, some really cool shit. Uh, and the dog is safe throughout the movie. You know,
Hey,
little
fuck.
funky, weird
Sure,
looking
it
little.
was an ugly ass fucking dog, but still, I didn't want it to die.
He was cute in an ugly way for sure. You know, I like the
You
dog.
see them riding in the car with him at the end, and you're just like, fuck yes, son.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, it was all right.
Nah, it was dope. Shit was dope.
I
If you can
appreciate
fucking,
Tom. Thank you, man. That's like
I mean, you just have to like fucking ridiculous, fucking off the wall shit. Like, this isn't your typical, oh, we got shot twice and bled out, mate. You're just like, oh, no, just roll with it. This shit's crazy.
last night, Tom. I watched Reptile. I think it was last night. No, it was the night before. Reptile. So
Reptile.
a Netflix movie starring one of your favorites, Justin Timberlake, and Benicio Toro, and it is a mystery crime type movie.
Murder
I don't know.
mystery.
Benicio del Toro is a cop that to a different community because his partner was crooked, and so everybody thought he was crooked too.
Baronies.
And his cop friends thought, well, you're gonna rat on him, so you're just a fucking traitor, you know. So he's not liked by anybody. Goes to this town, and there's a murder there. This real estate guy, his girlfriend, Tom is frozen again. His girlfriend
Fuck!
is murdered, and Benicio del Toro, having experience with homicide, is put in charge of the case. And oh shit, as he investigates, he starts to find more and more that's going on. Maybe people in his department are corrupt. You know, he turned a blind eye last time. Will he do the same this time? I can't tell you too much more about it without ruining it. And this one is good enough that I don't want to ruin it. But I definitely give it its recommendation to watch if you like shit like Narc, you know, Prisoners, It's good. It's got a weird fucking vibe, a weird dreamy vibe, and yeah, I dug it. All the performances are good. I didn't know Eric Bogosian was still alive. You know, he's just like an old guy now. You know, playing an old guy role. Uh, Good movie. I recommend it. Tommy,
So how bad's the connection there, Joe?
you sound like shit, man. You got that robot voice going, and now you got going because you're frozen again. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll in.
That's terrific. No, just hold on for a second.
I'm gonna hold on for a second, people. Tom's got his finger frozen on the thing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let Tom talk a little, and I'm gonna go get another beer. And I am also gonna go urinate.
Let me know when you get another beer and come back. Maybe you can hear this. If not, dwnproductions.net, mask bus, props, custom work, all that great shit. I make art. Can you believe it? I'm so fat. Neither can I. Fastcustomshirts.com. Hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs. I seen some shit. People are selling shirts for $40 now. Plus shipping. Unbelievable. Not at Fast Custom Shirts, though. You can get like 3 shirts for that price, and that includes shipping. Maybe. But, you know, the fridge ain't that far away. Hopefully, Joe came back. I'm trying to look at his TV to see if it's moving. It looks like it's moving, but still, I don't know if anybody out there is listening live. Let me know if this internet connection is any better right now, but I don't think so. I don't know. We had a good 2, maybe 3 weeks of this shit working, but we are at a different time on a different day, so maybe, probably that has something to do with it. I don't fucking know, but sounds better. I'm not hearing any issues. You're in and out, so that's not good. Mediocre at best. That's not good.
Sounds better, Tom.
Joe, I don't know if it does.
I don't know what you did, but it looks better now.
Does it? Can you hear me coming through?
You're clear and you sound fine now.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm on the Wi-Fi / phone internet. That's what I was on before, and you said, "Oh, it sounded fucked up." So I turned it off, and then we were going, and then, oh, it sounded fucked up. So I switched it to fuck. I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
This
people in the chat are saying you sound better now.
All right, yeah, I don't know if it's because we're doing a different day at a different time.
Yeah,
If
maybe.
that has like more people using the shit or something. I don't know. I'm doing the best I goddamn can, but now Joe, you're freezing up. Dude, I tried. I tried to fucking plug the Ethernet, like I bought a cable to plug into the laptop to fucking hook it straight up to the Ethernet. It was way fucking worse. But now it's fucked up because like every fucking 5 or 7 seconds you're freezing and shit.
I'm not catching that on my end. I don't know. It looks clear.
It's still coming through. Okay, whatever.
Let me just do 30 coins second season. If you're a fan of Alex de la Iglesia, which I am, this shit is him. It's all him. It feels like one of his movies. It looks like one of his movies. Just crazy, bonkers shit going on. And this season they brought in Paul Giamatti, who is one of my favorite actors. His shit's always good. He did a movie too that I wanted to watch before the end of 2023, but it seemed like, hey, this is one of them rich boy movies where we find, each other and we, so I said, fuck it. I'll watch it.
You're such a holdover.
But yeah, but not yet. So yeah, and the thing is, unlike most series where like a creator comes in, they bring in a name to devise the series, and then they just burn off. Alex de Iglesia he fucking directs almost all the episodes in this shit. So it's good. It's definitely worth watching. And that's all I got to say about that. Out of the TV shows that I've watched this year, it is number 1 of 2023.
And am I still coming in all right? Because you sounded fucking crazy as shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're coming in fine. I don't know.
Okay. Like you're sounding like this, like you're almost chipmunking. It's fucking weird. I don't know.
Yeah, you were doing that earlier. Maybe the shit transferred somehow. I don't know.
Fucking. Let me ask you this, Joe. You like getting fucked in the ass by like? Just kidding. Should like when it's time to do our best and worst, should we say, all right, everybody, talk to you later, and try like actually recording it, since those would be like ones that may do well on the old YouTube?
Yeah, like I was telling you earlier in the week that this probably would have been good if we split it up into 2 different episodes, but I mean, you can cut it like that, right? Or we can try to...
No, I would say after we get done doing Spider-Man, all right, fuck you, come back in an hour or so, and hopefully I'll have this shit uploaded.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe the recording will do better, maybe it won't.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm good.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if live streaming takes more than just recording it, but yeah, I so dejected, Joe.
I can tell, Tom, because it's, you love this podcast,
No, it's just I thought we had it figured out. And I mean, if we can get fucking 200 extra eyes seeing fucking DWNproductions.net and fast custom shirts.
No,
I mean,
yeah, I'm making fun of you, but I get what you're doing, Tom. Just a little ribbon, just busting your balls, as your people say, Tom.
Hey, forget about it. All right, we'll see how this goes, and I guess cross that bridge when we get there.
Right. Well, I'll tell you this, Tom. I'm pretty eager to talk about this next movie.
That's fucking crazy that you've never seen this shit before.
So I have a box set of films directed by Clint Eastwood, and this shit is not in there. And I thought I had seen this movie, but it turns out I was thinking of Where Eagles Dare with Richard Burton and Clint Eastwood. Also takes place on a mountain and shit. So hence my confusion. I've never seen this movie. We're talking about Tom's pick for this week, the Eiger Sanction. And
well, let me ask you this. After watching the movie, can you understand why it wasn't included in this box set?
Yeah, maybe, because it was also like a studio thing too, and maybe they don't want I don't know, certain aspects of film do not gel with modern society, I guess.
There's some very dated language and scenarios in this gem of a motion picture.
So as Tom said, I'd never seen this movie. This is a Clint Eastwood directed film. I think it's the first one that his Malpaso production company produced and, helped come in and do everything with. It's a fucking weird one. It is a strange movie. Clint Eastwood is an art professor, an art collector, but he used to be an assassin for the government. He's retired from all that shit now, but fuck, goddamn, they need him to come back in and do one more job. Because he was
two more jobs,
it turns out. Because he goes in and does one of them, kills a couple of guys. He's like, okay, well, that's it. I'm never doing it. Nah. They send in some, lady, also a CIA operative, to seduce him and steal
Not just any lady, Joe. It's a lady that he meets on an airplane.
Her name is Brown.
Well, you got to set it up a little more than that, because he's just, oh, what's your name? Oh, Jemima. If your name's Jemima, then I'm Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
What the fuck did they just both say?
So she steals some shit from him, his money and some of the payment he got. He had like an IRS deal with them, and now he's got to do another job for them if he wants to get that shit back. He has to join a climbing expedition that they're going to climb the Eiger Mountain, the dangerous Eiger Mountain. And one of the guys on that team is the guy he's supposed to kill, because that guy killed some other guy, so they got to get revenge, and he's going to kill this guy.
So the beginning of the movie starts out with a dude who has like some microfilm on him. And then he hears some motherfuckers breaking into his bungalow or flat, whatever those mates call it. So he eats the microfilm so nobody can get it. And then these motherfuckers end up stabbing him to death because guns aren't allowed in their country, you see. And what's his name? I was going to say George Washington, but Clint Eastwood, he's hired by a fucking albino who has to live in a red lit room like a fucking hamster, who needs fucking like bi-monthly blood transfusions or some shit. And this guy just happens to be like the lead of fucking killers in America for some reason. I mean, you could just fucking shine a torch on this motherfucker and he'll fucking burst into flames.
His
But
dragon, by the way.
yes, because he's Chinese as fuck. So this Chinese dude's like, hey, we don't have much information to go on. However, one of these fucks has a limp. So if you see a motherfucker with a limp, finger him, because that's your man. All right, hamster boy, I'm going to fucking fly off to meet old George Kennedy now.
Yeah,
And
because
he does.
Clint Eastwood was a climber before, but he hadn't done it.
Yes. That's why he got hired for this Eiger Sanction.
And
In a
he's
sanction, that's just like a wet work. It's a hit, I
He's-
guess. But luckily, old Clint Eastwood can climb rocks really good. So that's
He's-
why he was picked.
climbing the Eiger twice and failed because it's such a dangerous and grueling climb. Yeah, so like Tom just said, he goes for George Kennedy, who is a mountain climbing instructor, used to be a mountain climber, so he can get back in shape. George Kennedy is going to put him through, the whole training regime, and there's a Native American chick
A big tinted engine
that teaches him how to run, and climb, entices him by showing him her tits and everything. And she's got quite a nice set, I gotta say. She's a very lovely lady. This woman is named Bunny Venus, and she is an erotic writer. And she has the distinction of being the muse of Henry Miller during the last years of his life. Weird shit.
Let me see them titties, bitch. Pull them up and suck them, and I'm going to write some shit.
Yeah, Henry Miller was 80 when they fucking met, and she was, I don't know, like 24 or something. Whatever it takes.
While we're just here talking like friends, when broads pull their tits up and suck them, and that shit's awesome.
Don't want to argue with you, Tom. I've done enough arguing.
Yeah. Then what do you mean? You don't think that shit's awesome?
No, I'm not arguing with you.
That shit's awesome.
Sure.
Holy shit, that broad just licked her own nip. Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
So, through all the training, and then
I'm going to take another piss and probably think about chicks fucking sucking their own tits.
Yeah. So I just want to reiterate that Tom loves it. God, he loved doing a podcast, and I got a lot of friends, but none of them love the sound of their own voice more than Tom. Shit, he's gonna review Tales from the Crypt, and when he finishes going through all of them, he's probably gonna start at the beginning and do them all again because he loves this podcast. He would love for you to love this podcast. So share it amongst your friends, your family. You know, you probably got a weird uncle that sits around doing fucking nothing. You know, just like yes, probably dig it. You know, it's sharing, as they say, is. And hey, so Tom's back. So while Clint Eastwood
Joe,
regime,
you like dogs?
We're introduced to another. This was a guy that had Clint Eastwood set up to be killed at one point, and this guy is a flamboyantly gay individual, I guess you would say, and he has a dog named the Gay Bird, which is very strange and doesn't jibe with today's society. And like Tom said, that's probably why this film was not included in this box set I have.
Have you met my dog, English Cigarette?
You're a handsome young fellow, aren't you?
You want some poppers?
Yeah, so this guy, I don't know, convinces the sexy Indian girl, who turns out later to be George Kennedy's daughter, to assassinate Clint Eastwood, but she's using just like a sedative or something. I don't know, but anyway, Clint Eastwood knocks the fuck out of her, you know, and it's just weird, you know. He goes to the Swiss Alps and then meets the team, and then he's climbing the mountain and like, hey, we got to figure out who's who, and you know, and tragedy befalls the mountain climbers, the whole crew, and Clint is just hanging through for his life on a rope, and who comes limping along to save him? Old fucking George Kennedy.
What? He wasn't limping the other time. Did he hurt himself getting up the mountain?
It's the cold, you see. The cold that freezes up his bone or clavicle or some shit. I don't know. The movie makes no goddamn sense. It's a ridiculous fucking plot. Not good. Not a good story. But goddamn, you're entranced by the movie. It's like something is keeping you watching this whole fucking thing. And when they're doing the mountain climbing, the actual mountain climbing, it's like, holy shit, Clint Eastwood's actually doing this stuff. You know, there's fucking close-ups. That's his face. That's him scaling this shit. Like, this dumb motherfucker. Mountain climbing is stupid as shit. That is just some white people fucking, fuck it. You know, we got money. Let's just throw it all away and climb a fucking mountain.
Agreed.
Fuck.
Oh, did you talk about how silly it looked with those fucking idiots falling off the mountain? Like that one dude who was wrapped up in the sleeping bag was going.
Yeah, so they do when they fall off the mountain. It's the whole dummy thing, you know. And the movie had some money behind it. Could you get a better fucking dummy or somebody to construct something that at least their limbs will flail around or something? Nah, they just fuck.
Yeah, this movie's wild as shit. Like, definitely not get made the way it was made fucking today. There's so much shit in here that you're just like, oh, I used to think I was over raping. What the fuck did Clint Eastwood just say? That's his like fucking pickup line to a fucking lady. Oh, I used to think I didn't rape anymore.
Yeah. And it's a line like, meh. It's like, yeah, it works, you know. The line she hadn't heard before, I would hope.
At the beginning of the movie, like one of his students comes into his office to try and suck his cock for a better grade. He's like, no, I'm not having any of this shit. What the fuck? You get out there and study. pushes her out of her office and smacks her on the fucking head. What?
Hey, you get this other bimbo at the place that he's training at. And her name is Buns.
Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? How you gonna explain fucking a hey, calm down, Damien, calm down. I ain't shaking your hand. Nobody asked you to. Just calm down.
Eiger Sanction. Yeah, it's strange, man. Like I don't know who I could recommend this movie to, but
people who love to laugh.
It's interesting. It's like, and I read the whole fucking Wikipedia page on the making of, and it's like they did a lot of handheld camera work to actually get up there. They actually climbed the fucking mountains, and one of the dudes died, because there's a scene in the movie where rocks fall. Like that actually happened to two of the dudes that were filming, and one of them fucking died from that. And the other one got like fucking disfigured and shit. Yeah, but nobody gives Clint Eastwood a hard time, like they did. What's his name that made the fucking Twilight Zone? That guy's a pariah.
John Landis.
Yeah, the same shit. Clint Eastwood did the same shit in a movie that made nowhere near as much money as the Twilight Zone.
But they didn't have a comically named dog either.
Right. Thank you, Tom, for recommending this one. This one, fuck yeah. I mean, weird. It's weird. I'm not gonna say it's good, but it's fucking weird. And it there's just something about it that kept me watching, kept me interested the whole fucking time. I wasn't looking at my phone. I was just, what the fuck is this? George Kennedy, again, who's been the subject of like the past few movies we've talked about. He's the only likable character in this movie. He's just like a big, old white dude you don't want to drink a beer with. I don't know if Tom's frozen again. I hope he's not. Oh, there he goes. He's back. He's moving sort of slowly there. But yeah, Eiger Sanction. Watch it or don't. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say other than I enjoyed it, I guess. It's a weird,
yeah.
It's an anomaly, I should say. Let's see if Tom comes back at some point. But if not, Tom said it before, and I'm going to say it again. You can go to dwmproductions.net. Check out all the shit that Tom has to offer, and if you want custom work, now's the time. Now's the time to hit him up. It might take a little bit because he's got work in front of him. It's not just you. It's not just you asking him. Other people ask him for shit too. When you're done with that, go to fastcustomshirts.com. Yeah, same thing. Custom work. We can hear Tom's voice now. We hear him sighing. Let's say sad sigh. Now he's laughing. Hey, now he's moving again. There you go. Hey, Tom, welcome back.
It has to be just because we're doing this at like fucking peak hours on a Saturday, I would have to assume. Does it sound any better? Any worse now?
Back now. Like you're back fucking to normal now. Maybe I spoke too soon.
I switched off in the Wi-Fi.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know, dude. So I assume that we're going to cut out Spider-Man and then record the top 10.
I don't know. At least I got the Eiger Sanction thing recorded because I think that's a good one. I don't know.
Give me a second.
I'm going to give him a second. And I don't know if you guys
am I back?
Or if all of you have given up. But if you can still hear me, somebody in the chat might just be 9, 7-6 Black Pope. Oh yeah, he's saying this is all we hear from Tom. Yeah, Tom, you're sounding pretty bad. You're freezing up pretty bad. I don't know if we should start the or not.
Joe,
I'm on my phone, or I'd call you and say, "What the fuck?" I don't know. There's movement again. I see he's fingering the camera.
hey Joe.
Hey Tom, you're back.
Yeah, but I hit something, so I'll probably go away in a second.
Okay.
I like how Roop's telling you to use Lisa's phone like you're the problem.
Oh, that's fucking. Lisa's not here, Tom. Roop.
Dave's not here, man. So, Joe, I think we're going to talk about old Spider-Mans.
Okay.
And then we're going to cut it off, and nothing will change for the audio listeners because the next piece will just be sandwiched on like nothing happened. But for
magic of editing.
Yes. However, for the video viewers and stuff, you'll have to go to YouTube about 2 hours from now to hear our best and worst movies of 2023, but I think that's probably the best bet.
Along with a new list that Tom created, because as I mentioned before, he loves lists. So you're going to get 3 lists for the end of the year.
If only this shit, dude, I don't understand how the connectivity around here is so fucking shitty, especially because how they've been building up the last couple years. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, this is the basics of basics, and like Star Wars fucking language, dude. It's fucked up. All I want to do is hopefully sell a fucking mask and a t-shirt to somebody who gives a fuck. I'm just trying to live.
Hey, well, let's Spider-Man so we can get done with this and do the lists, and it is what it is. I read 3 issues of Spider-Man today, and they all fucking rolled into one. So I'm thinking the Spider-Man's issue was Spider-Man sends his Aunt May off to the old folks home, right?
Yeah, and the doctor gets lippy with him, and Spider-Man says, "Oh, well, I oughta," and he doesn't.
Yeah. And then he's just swinging around, he's kind of upset. He goes back to his apartment. Old Betty Leeds, right? That's her last, Betty Leeds.
It is now.
Yeah. So she comes to his apartment, and he's like,
"Hey, you think you ever pulled the tit out and just started sucking her own tit?"
Right. So yeah, he fucks her, even though she's still married, he fucks her. Then he's swinging around afterwards. He's got that fucking glow. He says, "Hey, I just got laid. I'm gonna swing around," and I don't know what happens. There's the fucking somebody in the shadows has like a mummy guy that has all kinds of power.
I forgot all about that shit. This fucking issue sucks a dick. God damn. It's a monster wrapped in a monster. Why don't you go fuck yourself? This fucking bullshit. God damn. Oh, it's pretty cold out there. You might as well put 2 jackets on.
So, and also like the art, this is John Byrne's art, but you could tell this was rushed as fuck. Like this was like a last minute thing, and it sucks. And you can't tell it's John Byrne's art because the fucking inking on it is just horrid, just garbage shit. But yeah, like Tom was saying, it turns out that mummy creature is fucking John Jameson. Is that his name?
John Jonah Jerkland.
Yeah, and he's the fucking man wolf or whatever. And yeah, he was fucking wrapped up as a mummy for some stupid fucking reason. And yeah, this sucks, man. Marv Wolfman becomes a much, much better writer, but his shit on Spider-Man so far has been suck. Suck.
Yeah. Hey, sorry for everything. Like all I can think of, it's the time of day that the shit's being used. That's fucking the only thing that makes sense. But this is the only thing that worked for us at this fucking time. So be happy you got anything. So, ladies out there, you know what to do. www.dwnproductions.net. Masks, busts, props, custom work. My first quarter's pretty fucking lined up, but who knows what's gonna happen after that shit. So I may be in need of desperate work that second quarter. So hit me up, fastcustomshirts.com. It says horror exploitation custom work. Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's right. We as well are busier than we've been at this time of the year in a long, long time, but we'll still accommodate you. We'll still fit you in the custom work. Send it our way, man. I want to keep this shit rolling for as long as we can. I fucking appreciate being able to eat and shit. Thank you. Thanks.
You gotta hold on to that gold and don't let the Nazis get it, Joe. This is what you worked for.
Thanks to everyone that placed an order with me, with Tom, that came out to the shows and bought shit from us in real life person. Thanks to everybody that shared our shit. End of the year to 2023 was weird, but it's ending on a good note, and let's hope 2024 is good for everybody that's watching this. If you're not watching this, fuck you. I hope your year's terrible. But anybody watching, thank you.
Yeah, I forgot all about that shit because I'm fucking preoccupied in my head. God damn it, this is fuck. Now I gotta go and do this fucking shit. But yeah, man, if you can hear me and you fucking bought something, shared something, fucking listen to this shit, like, thanks. You could fucking not be doing that. So I, greatly appreciate it. I'm just fucking some dude who fucking, I just fucking make shit.
Just so you know, like he said it, you heard it from his lips, and there's been a lot of things that went through those lips this year. But go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know what else I can say besides, I mean, thanks. I fucking, just make shit for nothing and people buy it. That's fucking crazy. And I never take that shit for granted because it's fucking crazy and I can't believe people do it. But I'm fucking thankful they do because I'm still able to do shit like this. So if you can keep helping me get through this bare minimum of life, I will keep doing it and not complain as much. But this year went by fucking quick as shit. These last few years have been fucking just crazy and scary, and I'm not looking forward to the next year as I've been saying these last couple years because it's all unknown. I'm trying to get over that shit, learned it. Fucking, we can fucking die anytime, any moment. So just get out there and do that shit. Don't wait on shit. You might not have another chance. Just fucking, if you got to do that shit, do that shit, do that shit. Don't fucking, just do it. Like, I mean, I guess that's why Nike has that slogan because it's fucking true as fuck. It's like, just do it. If you don't do it, then you're fucked. So, all right. Sorry, everybody listening. We just want this list to come out fucking okay or whatever. So we're going to go and hopefully the record will be less bandwidth or what. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just hoping we do this shit and it works a little better. So give us a couple hours and I'll say, oh, look, our fucking top movies are posted and shit. And
fast forward through the first 2 hours because you've already listened to it, you know. And
no, this will be its own separate thing. Those will just like we'll record it and then I'll just chop those into its own videos and that'll be that.
Okay.
So just be on the lookout for that shit if you were fucking looking for like, oh, their videos, and I'll probably put the whole unedited thing will be on the podcast connected to this. But like if you're a YouTube or Facebook motherfucker, just give it a minute and then I'll post the YouTube links for that. So I'll see you in a second. Everybody, have a happy new year. I hope it's fucking 2024 is great for you. Or World War III pops off and the whole world blows up and we don't have to worry about shit anymore. Either way, I am perfectly okay with. Until next year, boy, God.